emerald lake, usually a mirror, held a secret that quiet autumn morning in Oak Haven. Leela Mee, vibrant and full of life, vanished without a trace from her lakeside cottage. Her dog, usually by her side, paced frantically. A silent alarm in the crisp air, no broken window, no forced door, just the unsettling absence of a beloved soul, a single, wet, emerald green feather. It lay near the shore. An odd detail. Detective Rowan Price, new to Oak Haven, felt the town's perfect facade begin to crack. The silence was heavy, unlike any peace. This tranquil town harbored a chilling mystery. Every ripple on Emerald Lake now seemed to whisper a hidden truth, a forgotten secret. The feather, an unnatural green, unlike any local bird. Price felt a knot of unease. The initial search yielded nothing. It was as if Leela Mee had simply dissolved into the mist. Ethan Thorne, Leela Mee's estranged fiancé, a local fisherman, became the first suspect. Their breakup was messy. His temper, known to flare. Troubled past shadowed his eyes. Mayor Evelyn Reed. Her charm masked a fierce protectiveness of Oak Haven's pristine image. Leela Mee had been questioning a new development, a project dear to the mayor's heart. Two seemingly disparate motives, converging in the quiet disappearance by the lake. Price interviewed Ethan. His answers were guarded, his gaze constantly shifting to the lake. Evelyn, poised and articulate, dismissed any involvement. Her alibi, meticulously crafted, the town rallied, but whispers started. Oak Haven wasn't as perfect as it seemed on the surface. The emerald feather. Price couldn't shake it. It felt deliberate. A silent, cryptic message. Forensics on the feather confirmed its rarity. A bird unknown to local ornithologists. Silas Blackwood, the old hermit, lived on the lake's forgotten edge. He knew its deepest secrets. He spoke of the lake's shadow, an ancient legend. The lake claimed those who disturbed its peace. Price, ever the skeptic, listened. But Silas's eyes held an unsettling, knowing truth. He mentioned a hidden cove, accessible only by boat, guarded by ancient, twisted roots. Leela Mee's journal. Price found it hidden beneath a loose floorboard in her cottage, a cryptic entry. The ancient heart calls. The truth lies beneath the surface. The journal was filled with sketches of rare plants, unusual rock formations near the lake. Leela Mee was digging. Deeper than anyone realized, unearthing something hidden for generations. The lake's shadow felt less like a myth now, more like a carefully constructed cover story. The hidden cove. Price felt drawn to it, a magnetic pull towards the lake's unspoken truths. The team reached the cove. Ancient rocks, intricately carved, stood sentinel by the water's edge, symbols that mirrored those in Leela Mee's journal. A forgotten language of the lake, an underwater cave entrance, almost invisible beneath the surface, beckoned them deeper. Price knew this was it. Entry point to Oak Haven's dark heart, hidden for too long. The carvings pulsed with a faint, unusual luminescence. Not natural, not entirely old. Ethan Thorne. His fishing boat was often seen near the cove. His past now seemed intertwined. Mayor Evelyn Reed. Her fierce protection of Oak Haven now seemed like desperation. The calm surface of Emerald Lake now felt like a thin veil, hiding monstrous intentions. Price prepared her team. The truth would be found, no matter how unsettling, how brutal. The air grew colder as they approached the cave mouth, a chilling harbinger of what lay inside the cave, a makeshift laboratory. Gleaming equipment in the damp, cavernous space, an elaborate, submerged mechanism. It hummed with a low, unnatural thrum, designed for one purpose: to extract rare minerals from the lake's pristine depths. Leela Mee's investigation wasn't about development. It was about environmental destruction, the emerald green feather, not from a bird, but a residue from the mineral extraction process. Ethan Thorne, his knowledge of the lake, his fishing routes, all a cover for this operation. Mayor Evelyn Reed, her development project, a smokescreen for a much more lucrative scheme, the lake's shadow legend, a perfect tale to keep people away, to guard their dark secret, the raw greed, hidden beneath Oakhaven's tranquil beauty. Now revealed in chilling clarity, Leela Mee had unearthed it all, and in doing so, sealed her own tragic fate. Price confronted Mayor Reed first. Her composure began to crack under the weight of evidence: the mineral samples, the clandestine lab, the undeniable connection to her development project. Reed, once so regal, now seemed small, cornered. Her lies unraveling before their eyes, she admitted her involvement. The town's prosperity, she claimed, justified her actions, a desperate attempt to save Oakhaven or to line her own pockets. The answer was clear: Ethan Thorne. Price found him trying to destroy the lab, panicked, desperate to escape. He broke down, confessing his role. Blackmailed, he claimed, by Reed, forced into complicity. Leela Mee's discovery. She had stumbled upon their secret. She couldn't be allowed to speak, a desperate act, a struggle. Leela Mee, silenced by those she once trusted in her community. The true crime wasn't just murder. It was the systematic betrayal of an entire town. Leela Mee's body, found within the submerged lab, a haunting end to a vibrant life. Her spirit, once so bright, extinguished by greed, by the shadow of Emerald Lake. Ethan Thorne and Mayor Evelyn Reed were arrested. Their reign of deception was over. Oakhaven grappled with the shattering truth. Their idyllic town, built on a foundation of lies, the lake, once a source of peace, now carried the heavy weight of betrayal and corruption. The lake's shadow was not a myth. It was the hidden darkness within their own community. Detective Price, though weary, felt a grim satisfaction. Justice, however painful, was served. The emerald feather, once an enigma, now a stark symbol of environmental exploitation. Silas Blackwood, the hermit, watched the arrests. His ancient warnings, tragically, came true. The silence returned to Emerald Lake, but it was a different silence now. A knowing silence. Oakhaven began the arduous process of healing, of confronting its buried secrets. The community struggled to rebuild trust, to reconcile the past with the present. The mineral extraction operation was shut down, leaving a scar on the lakebed. Leela Mee's legacy lived on, a fierce reminder of truth, environmental justice. Her memory became a beacon, guiding Oakhaven towards a more honest future. Detective Price moved on, but Emerald Lake and its shadows stayed with her. She understood that even in the most picturesque places, darkness can thrive, unseen. The pristine surface of the lake belied the corruption that festered beneath. A chilling tale, a reminder of human greed and the price of silence in a small town, the shadow of Emerald Lake, a haunting echo of a trust profoundly broken. The legal battles were long, drawing out Oakhaven's dirty laundry for all to see. Ethan Thorne, driven by desperation, revealed even deeper layers of the conspiracy. Mayor Reed, unrepentant, fought fiercely, clinging to her carefully constructed facade. The town watched, horrified, as their leader's true colors were brutally exposed. The weight of deceit crushed Oakhaven's spirit. Its innocence shattered beyond repair. The lake itself seemed to mourn, its gentle ripples now carrying a somber current. Leela Mee's dedication, her unwavering pursuit of truth, became a local legend. Her sacrifice, a tragic testament to the dangers of uncovering powerful secrets. The emerald feather, a tiny detail, had unraveled an entire network of corruption. A stark warning for all who visited Emerald Lake. Look beyond the beauty. Seek the truth. Oakhaven, forever changed, learned a harsh lesson about appearances and hidden agendas. The town council vowed for transparency, working to restore faith in their governance. New environmental protections were put in place, safeguarding the lake's delicate ecosystem. Silas Blackwood, the hermit, finally spoke openly of the lake's true, ancient power. He spoke of its resilience, its capacity to endure, despite human greed and folly. Detective Price's name became synonymous with justice, even in the face of deep-seated lies. The story of Leela Mee, a haunting whisper carried on the lake breeze, a call for vigilance. The shadow still lingered, a permanent stain on Oakhaven's once pristine reputation. But in that darkness, a fragile hope emerged, a community striving for genuine honesty. Emerald Lake, scarred but not broken, continued its silent vigil over a town reborn.